mean, man, when are we ever ready for anything?
That's a great question. One question that I don't know the answer to.
All right, so we're here again.
Sad. I mean,
Not sad. I mean,
it's a happy moment. And
I don't know why you're trying to bring me down, man.
Look, man, I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm trying to build you up.
Well,
the first thing we gotta do is build your dick.
I mean, okay, so what are we doing here?
I don't know. There's a thing on the screen that says free cards. I'm not gonna tell you much.
What are we playing, first of all?
I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh?
I hope
Pretty
not.
sure it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
I left that back
What
way
Pokemon?
back in
Is it Pokemon? It's
no,
Digimon.
No one knows how to play Pokemon cards, okay?
Apparently, there's a lot of people that know how to play Pokemon
listen,
cards.
those people don't exist. All right,
talk to the world's players.
I'm gonna click on this. I'm not.
How about the other one? Yeah,
this
that
thing?
thing. Yeah, click that.
Oh, I actually gotta click this.
Click. See what happens.
I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
Why?
Maybe it doesn't want you to play.
I mean,
It's lifting.
it's fine
It's
with
lifting.
me. So how do I?
I don't know. Hit buttons. Please.
Okay.
Unplayable.
Do I have to like flip it manually? Like, does it respond to?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe you're not tapped in.
Yeah, everything's a learning process. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, we get boobs.
No, that's the difference. It's OP.
Jaina, what? Jaina, what?
Jaina OP more.
OP more.
Yeah, Jaina wrecks everybody more.
Ah, play minions and use them to attack Hogger.
We don't care. He's Hogger. Just throw
Oh
things at
man,
him.
suddenly I'm back in my like 6th grade days where we in between our classes we would be, what was I? If I remember correctly, we were like playing underneath desks and
So
stuff.
lame? Is what you're telling me?
No, it wasn't. I mean, not at the time. At the time, we were badasses.
Badasses for what? What are you talking about?
I don't even know, man. But like, I remember like if you showed up to school with more than 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons, you were like hot
but,
shit.
But that's the wrong game. Yo, homie just hit ya.
But I have 28 and he has 10.
Disrespected
This guy's a scrub, bro.
You sure? Because I didn't see
Okay,
you
but I run out of
taking
health,
HP
I
from him.
lose. Okay, cool. I get it. How do I? Alright.
Just keep
Is
hitting buttons. It's bound to happen. When's the last
We
time
got
you
this
played a
guy-
card game?
When was the last time When's the last time I played a card game?
2006.
No.
Sure, the Yu-Gi-Oh eras weren't the last time?
No, come on. I mean, what do you count like online card games? Because
Sure, yeah.
there was
They
there was
work.
that Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links game. When that first came out, I was
Didn't
like,
I just say Yu-Gi-Oh earlier?
well, no, but that doesn't. I don't count that as the same because I don't get together with people
Yep.
to
Everybody's
play the card games.
online, so
That's what
aren't
I'm
they
saying.
here?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm just gonna put this guy in attack mode.
No, you want him in defense. Turn him sideways, quick!
Minions must wait a turn to attack.
But he's good to go.
I'm gonna attack this guy, this hyena-looking motherfucker.
Damn, mistakes are made. Or were they?
Hey man, I'm the best at this game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally killing it. Is what I like to say.
He must have been saving one.
Wow, you can save
She's
cards?
very perceptive.
I couldn't do that. River Crocodile.
This lady didn't act like, you know.
How do I put it into defense position?
You don't.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Really,
gonna...
don't end turn.
Wait, if I have a 3 and they have a 1, they ain't shit.
Exactly, sure, yeah.
So if I end my turn, like, they can't really destroy mine, right?
See, there's a magical thing. Just attack him. Yeah.
Directly.
Yeah. do
Oh,
that.
I can just... Oh, I was actually operating on Yu-Gi-Oh rules.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Granted, there's certain things that stop you from doing that, which you'll learn shortly.
Okay.
You should probably put out your card that it just gave you.
Let me just...
Oh, this is going to be an interesting experience. Yeah,
Okay,
you're going straight. You're going straight into versing someone.
There's
It's gonna be great.
there's a definite theme I see here with this deck. It's
Reptilian.
Well, I mean, I like to think we're at
You
ancestors.
could say we're cold-blooded. That's where you see she's a mage. She's got frost.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow. Did she just fuse those two? What the?
Yeah, sure. Go for his master. You know, you summon your homie. You little reptile. Yeah. That guy sounds cool.
Man. back in the day, man. Wow, how? Okay. Hog or smash? What the?
4 damage to who?
What's going on here? There's so. I'm being overwhelmed. Oh. I'm gonna use it.
Hit your own monster with it.
No. Come on, man. Woo! Oh my God, he's dead.
That was exciting.
Is that
Alright,
him?
game's over. Bye, guys.
Did I? If only that were the case.
You telling me it's not?
Let's move on to the next poor unfortunate soul.
Because we got badass Mr.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm
What's the stupid little necklace Yugi had?
the Millennium.
Puzzle?
Yeah, if I
Okay,
remember correctly, it was like the Millennium Puzzle, the
We got
Millennium
the
Eye.
Pharaoh Yugi here.
Didn't that like also make him a
Yami?
metro?
Is it
Yeah, his
Yami?
name is Yami,
Yami
but
Yugi.
if I
There
remember
you go.
correctly, it also gave him the powers of a metrosexual. Like it was like all of a sudden it was
isn't
like
that any cursed object?
no. It was weird, especially with
I
him
thought
because
every team picked one up when they were young. That's
nah. Well,
so weird.
Is that where puberty comes from? The wonders
Sure, yeah.
of puberty.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Science has proven this, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
what kind of science you're talking about, man. Unfortunately.
Maybe Scientology.
But it was always weird to me as a kid because I would see the little Yugi like rub his puzzle or whatever.
Rub his
I don't know if
puzzle,
that's
right?
now thinking about it. I don't know if that's actually a metaphor for anything, but I would see him rub his puzzle and then like the other guy would come out, and I never really made the connection. I was like, wow, they both have the same hair.
Wow.
And like, where'd the smaller guy go? I never made the connection that they were the same guy.
You never connected to 2 and 2?
No.
He was
Like
possessed and
no,
grew taller?
And also like
So
went through
you're
puberty.
worried about that, but you're not worried about like 5 kids summoning some strange guy with their magical rings?
Wait, what do you refer?
Yo, come on, we talking about
Wait,
Captain Planet.
Captain? Well, I didn't watch Captain Planet. That was before.
What are you?
That was before my time.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I mean, I did not.
And I'm back.
No, I mean, I didn't have
This
a.
guy.
I didn't have a TV in my house when
Keep
I was
playing,
a kid.
talk and play.
I was
This poor gnome, he's about to quit because you're taking so long.
This gnome can wait his goddamn turn, all right?
Yeah,
No,
he's
but I
waiting.
didn't have a TV. Like I didn't have access to cable just because of the
So
way.
what did you do? Like, you know?
Oh, I played with little action figures.
Oh, okay. So you created your own. You're like
Exactly.
Joe
I actually, but weirdly enough, I came to a certain age where I
Wait,
actually
what did that even do?
I
Did you read what that?
Yeah, I did draw 2 cards.
Oh, well, shit.
Um.
I guess I'm the literate one.
Oh, okay. I can't. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
So basically, it got to the point where I would normally just
Play with homies.
no play with my toys for a better.
So you're telling me you used your imagination?
Yeah.
Imagination.
Imagination. Yeah. And then randomly one year, I don't even know how this TV got into the house. We just had a TV, and it was really weird because because it was just there, and we all of a sudden had access to.
So are you telling me like someone like robbed someone and then like a TV just popped up?
Not necessarily,
I need to wait a turn for my mana to
but it was more like it was. Well, am I just using a crocodile deck or whatever? It was just weird because I could.
Good enough cards.
It was all of a sudden like, oh, look at that! I can watch Saturday morning cartoons. So like Metabots. Yeah.
Yo, that show was.
It was really, really dope.
What about Fighting Foodons?
Fighting Foodons, I never really got into it, but I
Fighting
respected it. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this directly. I'm gonna do this.
Attack your life points
I'm
directly.
gonna do this. I'm also gonna.
No,
Okay.
you out of
Okay.
mana.
And I just like Metabots, Fighting Foodons, Ultimate Muscle, Kirby.
Oh man, that's throwback too.
What else? That weird Transformers cartoon where they were like scooters.
Oh, I don't remember that.
They were like tiny. They were like tiny Transformers.
You're on your own on that. I don't remember that.
Let's see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That
Digimon.
Digimon.
That was my Pokemon too. Was
Depending on the day, Pokemon. Like sometimes Pokemon came on, sometimes it didn't. And then like I basically stayed on Foxbot. Like I grew up on Fox. It was Foxbot.
What about WB? What was it?
No, Kids WB I didn't see until way later.
You missed
way
out on
later.
life.
I mean, like I was saying, we like our TV was far and few between. I mean, not that there's
Hey, man, it was the best thing you
not
ever
that
had.
there's a problem with that. To be honest, it was more like I think I came out
Gave
better
you
because
basics is what you're telling me. It
Well-
didn't like sit you in front of the TV all day.
yeah. I mean,
Spend most
you
of your
see,
days running around.
you see that more so today.
Eating
With,
hoodlum.
where like I was essentially that. I mean, I wasn't a bad. I mean, to be clear, I wasn't a bad kid.
Yeah, that's
I
what
just-
all the bad kids say.
I wasn't a bad kid.
Uh-huh.
I just
I've heard this before.
I mean, like realistically, the worst thing I did was I took my dad's walkie-talkies to play with them in the
Yes!
backyard. But the thing was,
Whoa.
I didn't know. Okay, here's the story. So when I was a youngin', I like I was just saying, I would run around, and I would be playing around with the kids in the neighborhood as one does, prior to like
The delinquents of the neighborhood.
yeah,
I
not
gotcha.
really delinquents, but like they were more like the annoying kids, right?
Delinquents.
You just so intent on like villainizing me.
Yeah, that's my job here today.
No, and so we would, oh look, that is a plane. Goodness. For those of you who don't know, we are not,
like
not,
a large stone throw away from a small private airport.
which has large airplanes flying into it.
They
So,
sometimes land on my roof.
I mean, that's a problem in and of itself. But anyway,
No one died yet.
but so back to my story. So we would, that's the thing. We would,
Rip.
well, I like just totally blanked. Okay, so I took those walkie-talkies out
Uh-huh. Without his permission.
without his permission, mind you. Man, this
You
is
terrible,
Let me finish my
terrible
story. Without his permission. So we were playing, just being like, haha, where are you? Ha 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 ha. Over, yeah, like the basic kid
Wow.
stuff, right? So what I didn't know, this is the linchpin to the story. What I didn't know is that we actually there was a third walkie-talkie.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Was it in your father's
Yeah,
possession?
it was in my father's possession.
Oh,
You catch
oh,
on quick.
no.
So and he had seen.
Did he play along with it?
Hold on.
I'm jumping the gun here,
You're
I'm
jumping
sorry.
the gun here. Let me tell my story. So essentially, what happened was that he was listening into what we were saying because he could hear it, even because we had it on and we had it on the same channel. And so he would listening into it for we were like playing for about a half hour, right? So he was just like on the other end of that walkie-talkie just listening to us. And what he did was
Would he like talk?
no. So let me get to that now. So we were hiding, I think, in my friend's backyard at the time, and we were like saying like, oh, no one will ever find us. And so what better time for my dad to chime into the walkie-talkie with, "This is the police.
Oh.
We have your return these now or we will arrest you." And mind you,
Of course.
we were like
Young
six,
impressionable
yeah, we
kids.
were 6 or 7 years old at
Terrified.
the time. And so I was crying. He ran into my so-called friend ran into his house, like leaving me by myself. I ran into my
He was
house
gone. He was
crying.
He was
It was
like-
it was just a bad time all around, man. That was just like the least fun I had. And then my dad and I come home and mind you, I'm crying because I'm thinking like my life is like at the ripe age of 7. I think my life is over, right? And my dad is just laughing at me,
course.
which I don't know if
Of
you've
course he is.
ever had this happen to you, but your dad laughing at you is like
The saddest.
it's kind of crappy.
That, demoralize
Yeah,
you.
it's
and just
super
like,
demoralizing.
You're like, you know what? I thought it was clever.
And then
thought it was
it's
so
like
slick.
now
All
it's
of a
like
sudden-
looking back on it now, I'm like 20 something. I can say like, oh, I would definitely do the same thing. I'm just getting shafted here, I was not paying attention.
Yep. He's going in on you right now.
I'm coming for you. Oh, 3. Okay, I can do this.
Yeah, draw. Yeah, that sounds good.
Magma
So,
Rager.
the moral of the story, kids: don't take your father's walkie-talkies without knowing how many there really are.
I mean,
That's what I'm picking up from your story.
I mean, it was definitely an experience, I'm gonna put this guy in attack position. I'm gonna
No, get for the guys with the more HP.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The red is the HP.
Yeah.
Ah, I get
Alright.
it. Okay, cool. I'm learning. Slow. Look at this. This is a whole experience here. I'm learning. Slowly, but surely. Shut up, bro. You're a panda.
See, walkie-talkies remind me of like a time when we used to like walk our Great Danes, like when we got our first Great Dane. So there was like this church in our old neighborhood, and the funny part is, we have this gigantic, female Great Dane and like a lab and some other like a shepherd of some sort, and they're going ahead and taking them on a walk, and the walkies are basically communicate with the kids that are left at home because my parents wouldn't walk the dogs. So they go one night, and like, of course I hear about it once they come back. Right. The dogs are all running around in front of this church, which is getting, it's under construction. So like they're running around having a great, old time, and like when we get home, like they tell me the story about how the dog, one of the dogs, Samson the lab, was like running, galloping with the Great Dane, and like all of a sudden disappears, and they have no idea where he went.
What?
They're like, where'd he go? They didn't realize that holes were like dug in like the big open field, and like the dog is just like galloping along with the giant, Great Dane, and just all of a sudden vanishes. And they noticed later
that sounds
that he's
something
like climbing out the hole, like, what just happened, kind of thing. And this thing was he was a
Can you imagine like the bemusement of that tiny dog, where it was like everything was.
He wasn't that
Well,
small,
I mean,
but
relatively.
Compared to the Great Dane height, oh yeah, but he was like a round dog. He was like the laziest lab you've ever seen in your life. He just like lay there like, and that'd be all he did, just like literally. You walk him like 2 steps, and he's like breathing heavy. You're like, damn, Samson, you're so big. What's wrong with you? But it's just so silly. Like, there's so many funny things that happened at this open field at this church that just are too comical to really like comprehend fully.
I mean, that whole story just sounds like something out of a GIF you would see
funny.
on like RAW,
Just
where it's like,
gone.
and then just that abrupt stop of mirth and fun.
I can see like the camera like panning past it, like
And where to go? Yeah.
Where'd he go? Exactly.
Oh man, this panda is no match for my skill.
You sure about that? Because
Yeah, man,
you
look
can
at
finish
this.
him right now.
Yeah, look at that. Boom. Fireball, dead. This game.
Look at this pro.
I don't know why everyone is making a big fuss about this game being hard. This game is not hard. Lord Walker,
Excuse
Cho, eat my dust. Alright.
Who's this king?
King
Mukla?
Mukla.
And
what
then
is
later we find out we mispronounced his name.
Wow.
Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, we said it right. Wow.
Mukla.
I can read.
God, the type of people that frequent this bar.
Excuse you? Are you talking about my kind here?
Your clientele?
Like, excuse you?
I go first. Nice.
Or do you?
Wolf Rider.
So, yeah, that was a good time. I've seen many funny things, and like I have a menagerie of random creatures, and like more so in the past. Nowadays, I've like literally it's a zoo, but it's great. It's a great zoo.
I mean, it's kind of like a zoo because like every time I come in, it's like I don't know whether I'm gonna see more or less
Is
animals.
there another animal coming out?
Yeah.
What does that banana do? What did he?
Give a friendly minion. Let's just.
Oh, so he gave you a banana, so you can wreck him.
So if I attack him and if I had 2 health and he has 2 health, I'm gonna die.
Okay, so he does 1 damage, so you're gonna survive it.
Ah, okay, so I'm
No.
dead.
Damn it.
But I don't take damage if I attack him.
You're right. But you
Okay.
could have killed him and still had your Murloc. He would have been dropped down to the same thing he was before. Oh, he gives you another banana. Whoa, that's rude.
Just gonna.
You're gonna just cry. That's what I would. I would cry.
What's char? Oh, can
That
attack
means they
immediately.
attack. Yeah, exactly. Right from the beginning.
Oh. So I'm just gonna. I attack. Well, if I attack with him now,
Just
I'm gonna.
attack straight the Mukla.
Man, I'm just
Yeah.
wrecking this monkey.
No, you're not.
Come on, man. This is like my first time playing this
This is
game.
supposed to be like, you know, a perfect match. Whoa, all right, that's how you feel, guy.
I didn't know monkeys could use earthquake.
He's a Snorlax, don't you know?
No, I didn't. Let's put this.
Brace yourself, fool. What else you got in your hand? What's your witch doctor do?
2 health, and then I can use.
Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Yeah. I would throw out a charge thing and.
What charge thing?
So yeah, put him up and power him up with a banana. Yeah.
Banana. Look at that. Michael's a pro.
Yeah, I'm the best.
He's just so good. I live in his shadow. Is this wait, is it like, are they throwing barrels like Donkey Kong?
Yes.
Kill that ape so I can finish off Moogla.
So just a quick heads up, that little shield thing means it's taunt. You have to attack, you know, that creature before you could even hit the boss again.
This is so.
I'm trying to think of another. Oh my god!
Depth.
What a cack!
Wow. Okay.
This guy, he's not playing around.
He isn't indeed.
I hope you like my invention.
Oh, look what I got.
Another taunt.
Hello.
Welcome to the party. You can take your baskets and kind of wreck. No, you have to hit a taunt guy. So kill that. Yeah. Trying to think of all the funny things like my animals have done over the year. There's been
I mean, like
a ferret in the past that used to.
Ferret?
Yeah, a ferret. We used to have ferrets a long time ago. Before like I met you, I think I was in elementary school at this time, and this ferret like would take what are they called, pacifiers, and like run around with it in its mouth, and you just like see it like. You ever seen a ferret? You know how like slinky they are. Like
they're essentially just
monsters.
mobile slinkies. Yeah.
Exactly, like balls of energy, and this little thing like hops around the house with a little baby's pacifier thing. Whoa, holy hell, Mister! Holy hell! You need to finish this guy like now. I think you have just enough. Just go ham on him with the fireball. Fireball, and then attack with your 2 taunts.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, this was.
That one was looking a little rough.
This was very entertaining.
So like you would see like round the corner this little ferret, mind you, and you're just like, oh, it's so cute, look at it, and then like its face would pop up, and it's like pacifiers about like looks at you, and then just hops across the hallway. You're like, what is going on?
I mean, rodents are like a little crazy.
They're so eccentric with like their kind of like activities of what they do as like a creature. But
anyway. That's next time we're gonna tackle this Nessingwari. He looks like he has his tongue out.
He looks like a real.
Anyway,
chicken.
next time on Mainly Sane Gaming.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one.
We gotta work on that. Like, have a great one. Like it's like it's like they walk in and then they're like walking out like on the way out. Like, irashaimase.